Wahoo! Come on, let's go!
Thank you, Pamela. You can just drop us off at that entrance.
Are you sure this is where I should leave you?
Yes, this is perfect. Thanks for your help. Don't worry, this shouldn't take too long.
Just be careful, you two.
Come on, let's go!
Greetings, citizens of the internet! You can call me Nitro Indigo, and welcome back to my extremely riveting Let's Play of Klonoa for the Wii. In the last episode, we rushed back home to Breezegale to stop Joker from getting the moon pendant, but we were too late, and he also killed Grandpa in the process. But thankfully, Pamela can fly apparently, and she decided to fly us to the Temple of the Sun, which is where we needed to go next, and is also where Joker was going. So, without further ado, let's proceed into the temple.
Well, we managed to get into the temple, but it's so quiet in here, it's creepy.
You're Mr. Klonoa and Mr. Hugo, correct?
Huh?
We've been waiting for you.
Took you long enough.
Who are you guys?
I am Solar, a priest of Klonoa, the Temple of the Sun.
Ditto, name select.
Please allow me to bid you welcome.
Glad you made it.
Thanks.
I guess they must have known we were coming somehow. Oh, by the way, you two haven't seen any strange people coming in here recently, have you?
Yes, we have.
You bet.
Please take a look over here.
Pay attention.
Do you see these 4 empty pedestals? If the jewels that belong on top of these pedestals aren't returned, the passage to the altar won't open.
Ain't no go.
Unfortunately, all the jewels have been carried off by servants of Gaudius.
Didn't even ask permission.
And I'm sorry to say that the two of us are not particularly good at fighting.
In other words, we're wimps.
I beg of you, could you please find the 4 jewels and return them to their pedestals?
Give it a try if you got the guts.
We're depending on you.
Let us down and you'll regret it.
Hey, wait! Hold on a minute!
I guess we'll just have to go find all the jewels.
Guess so.
I love Soleil. Anyway, this is another one of my favourite levels because it's what tessellating hexagons would call a dungeon level. Like, there's a central room that you go back to. And if you didn't notice the signs that I just passed here, these signs mean that this way leads to the green and yellow jewels, and this way leads to the blue and red jewels. I suppose I'll go to the right first because that's the way I was going to begin with. But I suppose I should talk about the story for a bit. First of all, in the manual backstory, it said that the 4 gods Phantomile managed to drive back. This is the yellow way, by the way, because you can see the yellow door, but and there was signs of it again. Oh, why do I keep getting distracted? In the manual backstory, it says that the 4 gods of Phantomile drove back Guardius with the help of the celestial fish, and it would not be unreasonable to assume then that that celestial fish was Pamela. Although fish is the same in both singular and plural, so it could also refer to Corral as well, who is, as we have already established, Pamela's ambiguously gendered child. Like, I seriously have no idea what gender Corral is supposed to be. Also, I love how everyone in this game has fantasy-ish Japanese names, and then there's just Pamela, which is the name of that girl from Majora's Mask, and I have never played up to that part in Majora's Mask. I kind of rage quit Majora's Mask at the Snow Temple. The Snowhead Temple, that's what it's called. Not to be confused with the Snow Peak ruins from Twilight Princess. But also, I didn't really comment on what happened in the last episode because my commentary stopped around the Palladium boss fight. So, this is the point in the game where things get serious. Unfortunately, due to the game's short length, because spoiler alert, this game is like only about 2 hours long according to Ex-Paragon Gamer, or approximately 2 hours long. But Well, why did I have to go on that tangent? This game, unfortunately, due to the length of this game, it ends up feeling like all the important plot stuff is crammed in the last half, which is always a pet peeve of mine, isn't that right, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon and Full Metal Alchemist 2003? Although, I have another problem with Full Metal Alchemist 2003, but that will be spoilers for that, so... Yay! But anyway... This is the part of things get serious because, as if you weren't paying attention, Grandpa died, and this is really like the moment that shows. This is like the moment where things get personal for Klonoa. He's not doing it because he happened to see the damsel in distress be distressed, because that's a combination of words, which is a bit weird. This is the part where Klonoa's quest gets personal for him. He now has personal stakes in it, and I suppose just to be different, I'll go to the left, but. And also, apparently, the death of a family member is a common dream, but I'm not really a dream expert. Also, I really like this music, but for some reason it gives me deja vu. Like, it sounds like something out of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or something like that, and I don't know why. It doesn't actually sound like it's from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it just reminds me of some game I played, and I play a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in my childhood. In fact, I've been playing Blue Rescue Team recently. Replaying it for the countless time. Yeah, that's a word. That's how English morpheme that because the way English sounds work means that you can totally put an S and a th sound right next to each other. That doesn't sound awkward at all. But anyway, the point is, I kind of accidentally found out about Grandpa's death in advance, and it is kind of stupid how Klonoa just stood there, but I forgot to hit that because I missed and it got hit by a flying moo. But why are they called moos? Nobody knows. Why am I singing again? But anyway, also Grandpa's dying speech was full of foreshadowing, but I'm not going to go into any more detail because spoilers. Sorry, I feel like I should be talking about Grandpa's death more, but I don't really have anything to say about it other than the fact I can't take it seriously thanks to both Tessellating Hexagons and the Inversed cast. And I completely missed that. I don't think I've ever gotten all the collectible people in this level before, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Oh, come on. I really like the design of these fish things, and I just fell into lava. Like, oh, I fell in the lava! And also, it's very interesting, like, this fantasy-ish game. We start seeing this very dark machinery level. Like, almost steampunky, although I'm not really sure what steampunk is, to be honest. I always thought it was, like, clockwork and stuff, but apparently not. But I'm just being pointlessly vague for the sake of it again, and... But anyway, it's like... This is like... So this, basically, this level represents a tonal shift in this game, where the music is no longer cheery, but still not really depressing yet, but also, and also these are really nice colours, and very dark colours as well. Like, once again, there's an art to making things look grey, and this game succeeds. I should get around to playing the PlayStation version one day, just for comparison's sake, and I fell in the lava again. I am bad at this game. Is this the Let's Play curse? Because, like, if you noticed in the last episode, when I did the speed-up montage of Vision 4-2, I wasn't failing as much in my second attempt at the level. And also, like, the problem with these Let's Plays is that I still keep struggling to find things to talk about, because this game has voice acting. I can't even read dialogue out in stupid voices. Thankfully, my next game does have the next game I'm going to Let's Play does have plenty of text in it. Way too much text, some might say, so that will let me do stupid voices. Of course, there's always the chance I'll change my mind, but I'm too indecisive. But I need to stop being indecisive, and why did I say that? I'm just going to regret that later, aren't I? But anyway, as in, I was worried I might regret, like, saying I might change my mind about what game I'm going to do next, but I'm not going to. See, Tessellating Hexagons is good at just bringing up anecdotes on the fly. Why can't I have that skill? Is it because I don't really like to talk about my personal life on the internet, even if it's some really minor things? And see, this is why we have to knock those platforms over, because we need to come over here. The first time I played this game, I did not realise that because I'm an idiot. And once you get the magical gobstopper, for some reason the platforms undo themselves. I mean, you have no reason to go back there again unless you missed the guy, but I mean, you could probably always redo them, so I'm not sure. also, fun fact, the things that the priests that grab onto the birds that grab the priests' hats on Nagapokos, and those eggs you break are called Nagapoko eggs, and I don't think the Nagapokos themselves are named proper until Dream Champ Tournament, which I have not played for some reason, because for some reason they completely in the 8th generation Nintendo forgot that you could use your console to put games, make games available in certain regions for the first time, because seriously, why wasn't Dream Champ Tournament available on European Virtual Console? Was there just some kind of licensing problem? I don't know. Because it wasn't originally released in Europe, so sad. Well, not sad, but oh well. At least I had Empire of Dreams, which I actually played before this game because I kind of was like kept waiting for like a used copy of this to show up on the Kex website, and it took quite a while, so I just tried to play Empire of Dreams in the meantime, and I did, and I 100% completed the game, even though Exo Paradigm Gamer warned me not to. Well, not me personally, obviously. It says in this review that the Empire of Dreams isn't worth 100% completing, so I did the logical thing and decided to 100% complete it anyway. And it wasn't really worth it. All you get is someone saying, you have 100% completed this game. Well, not 100%. You have played every level, now go home and cry. And I need to avoid this spiky moo of imminent death. I'm dying and I fell again. I don't understand why you keep falling in. I get full. Full of what? Because I'm now quoting Fullmetal Alchemist, which is surprisingly not out of, as out of place as you might think. Because as I said in the first episode, Hupo is voiced by the same person as Lust, Laura Bailey. I have no idea what else Laura Bailey has done, so please enlighten me in the comments. But anyway, I also like how like every single level has like its own architecture and stuff. Like, it really feels like this game is like has like some kind of clear art direction and isn't just some kind of like a bunch of ideas thrown together. Because as I previously established, a big part of my childhood was New Super Mario Bros. I think I said this back in Kirby's Dream Land 3. So the idea of every level looking distinct looks unique to me, but this game definitely has like more of a consistent art direction than Kirby. Not complaining about Kirby or anything. It's just that this is more serious than Kirby. And I might get to that comparison at the end of the Let's Play. But not right now, because that would be spoilers. Everything's going to be spoilers, and I can't believe we're actually in this level really quickly, wow. I still need to get the blue one, I almost forgot about that. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. I should stop calling myself stupid, because that's not good for my self-esteem. So now the last magic gobstopper is the blue one, and it's up here, and I'm just commentating on things that are very obvious, and I shouldn't, because that doesn't make for very exciting commentary. So, said Indigo, I don't know what to talk about. An autobiography by Nitro Indigo. Actually, the thing on top of the doors looks a bit like an octopus for some reason, and I don't know why. And these are like, kind of look like jesters. Actually, there's some enemies that look even more like jesters. These are more like those the Mace Knights from Kirby, but even more squishy. That was a very weird way to word it. I meant to say they're even more rounder versions of the Mace Knights from Kirby, because people often like to compare Klonoa to Kirby, mainly because they're dream-themed platformers, and also other reasons that are spoilers for both this and basically every Kirby game ever. And I fell in the lava and died again because there was a moo in the way. Why was I intonating that like a question? It's not a question, it's a statement. Oh, and also the name Coronia. The Coronia is like part of a star and also the part of a volcano. No, not Coronia. Corona is a part of a star. The hot part, and it's the hot part of a star. Nitro Indigo 2018. Oh, and also you may have noticed that this game takes place over the course of a day, because like we started off in like the morning and now it's sunset, and it seems to be a deliberate choice because like it's the time of day in the levels matches the order in which you play them. And this time I'm not going to be an idiot because like, and also I just really like the colour orange and dramatic sunsets, and I can blame Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 for that, and I completely missed. But don't worry, the moon's going to respawn. I'm still commentating the obvious. Oh, I was trying to get rid of that move as well. Not as well. Oh, come on. I actually think I might need to grab it. What am I talking about? Just thought it would be in the way. Oh wait, it is in the way then. Yay! Nitro Indigo. This is the going back and forth because I don't know what I'm doing moment of this episode. Is this just going to become a running gag? I think it already has. I mean, this game isn't very long as we previously established, so I thought I might need a mood to double jump over the fiery fire of imminent fire. But apparently not. The flame vent I'm going to call it. It sounds cooler than fiery fire of imminent fire, which just sounds a bit like Boaty McBoatface, honestly. Don't know why I picked that up. It's not really like I needed to throw it at anything. And now we're at the end of the level. I'm not really sure why there were 2 bars there when there should really only be 4, because that would kind of make... That was a bit badly worded. I'm not really sure why there were why there were 5 bars on that door instead of 4, but we're at the end of the level now. Here's a completely pointless switch.
Very good job.
Not too bad, I guess.
The passage to the altar is open once more. I'm sure the High Priest will also be very pleased.
You guys could be happy too. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's happening? We're having a solar eclipse?
You gotta be kidding.
Blasted goddess. This means he must have the moon pendant.
Had a feeling that's what went down.
Who is Goddess anyway?
Goddess, the King of Darkness, is a being possessed by nightmares. He has awakened from a 3,000-year sleep and now seeks revenge.
Basically, he's Mr. Big Bad himself.
But we might still be able to stop him. Quickly, you have to get to the altar before the seal is broken.
What are you waiting for? Get moving.
What about you guys?
We are only observers.
I told you, we're wimps.
Now, enter into the light.
It won't hurt.
You know, I am Klonoa from Wind Village. Notwithstanding, this game's English dialogue is actually pretty well written, and I think that Soleil is the best written character. Also, that bit of exposition there is pretty much the only backstory you get about Guardius within the game itself. There's a bit more in the manual which I've already talked about. Anyway, next time in my extremely riveting Let's Play of Klonoa for the Wii, we shall be going into Vision 5-2 and confronting Guardius. Until then, stay interesting!